Once upon a time, there were two best friends named Liam and Ben. They lived in a quiet town where everyone knew each other, and they spent most of their time together, whether it was playing soccer, riding bikes, or just chatting about life. But there was one thing that made them very different. Liam was glued to his phone, and Ben wasn't. Liam had always been the kind of kid who loved being online. From the moment he woke up, he would scroll through his social media feeds, checking notifications, and watching videos. He was always in the know about the latest trends and the coolest memes. His phone felt like an extension of his hand, and he couldn't imagine going a day without it. On the other hand, Ben didn't really care much for social media. He liked playing games, reading, and spending time outside. Sure, he had a phone, but it was mostly for texting his family or looking up stuff when he needed it. He didn't get why so many people spent hours staring at screens. To him, there was a whole world out there to explore. One sunny afternoon, they met at their favorite park. Liam was, as usual, sitting on a bench, his face lit up by the glow of his phone screen. He was laughing at something on Instagram, completely unaware of the world around him. Ben walked over, his sneakers crunching on the gravel. "Hey, Liam," Ben said with a smile, sitting down next to his friend. Liam barely looked up. "Hey, Ben, you gotta see this video. It's hilarious." He held up his phone, showing a cat doing a funny dance. Ben chuckled, but then he asked, "Don't you ever get tired of being on your phone all the time?" Liam shrugged. "Nah, it's fun. There's always something new to see, and I get to keep up with everything. It's not like there's much else to do around here." Ben looked around the park. "I don't know. There's so much more out here. Like, check out the sky. The clouds are all weird today, and the trees look like they're dancing in the wind." Liam glanced up for a moment, but quickly went back to his phone. "Yeah, but the new season of that show just came out. I can watch that later." Ben smiled and nudged Liam gently. "I get it, but sometimes you miss the best parts of the day when you're staring at a screen. I used to feel like I was missing out too, but then I started paying attention to the world around me. It's pretty amazing when you do." Liam thought about it for a second, then put his phone down. All right, you're right. What do you want to do then?" Ben stood up, grinning. "Let's walk around and explore. I bet we can find a cool spot by the lake or maybe even a hidden trail. Who knows? It'll be an adventure." For the next couple of hours, the two friends wandered through the park. Ben pointed out interesting plants, birds, and even a family of ducks swimming in the lake. They climbed a big oak tree, raced to the top of the hill, and found an old wooden swing that had been there forever. Liam couldn't help but laugh and feel a bit lighter, enjoying the simple things he had overlooked before. As the sun began to set, they sat on a bench by the lake, watching the water shimmer in the golden light. Liam looked at Ben and said, "You know, this was actually really fun. I didn't even think about my phone the whole time." Ben smiled. "Yeah, it's nice to unplug once in a while. You don't have to be online all the time to enjoy life. There's so much to see and do right in front of you." Liam nodded, realizing that he didn't need to be glued to his phone to have a good time. It was nice to just be present in the moment, with his best friend by his side. From that day on, Liam still checked his phone, but he started spending more time outside, enjoying the world around him. And Ben, well, he didn't change much. He just kept showing Liam that sometimes the best moments in life happen when you look up from the screen and open your eyes to the world. And they both agreed on one thing. The real adventure was living it, not watching it on a screen.